So deep breath in. Okay. So there's a couple of things that come straight away, and it's if you call someone, you don't really doubt that they won't pick up. If it's a friend or someone, it's a connection, it's something that you do, you call out. They might not be at home and therefore they don't pick up, but usually you'd expect someone to pick up. You expect the sun to rise and the sun to set. So certain things of structure within your consciousness are accepted and put into play. And what is accepted takes no energy. What is accepted just flows into your consciousness, whether it's a good thing or a bad thing. If I'm going to be talked down to every time I go to a government office, and that's accepted, then highly likely that will happen. If I have a different mindset, even though reality is like that, I will have a different experience. So basically what they're trying to say is whatever you expect usually occurs, but not from a mind, I expect to be treated well, from a demanding place, what you truly expect silently within you. It's a very different position. Okay, so the energies around you. It's in humanity's interest that you are happy, that you are advancing, learning, waking. So when you ask for help on your life path, for happiness, for achievements, for broader and deeper experiences in your life, the energies or spirit guides or helpers, however you like to see it, are there. They are there, but do you allow them in? Okay. So looking at your childhood without judgment, recognize that if you asked for something, was it possible? Or did you learn to stop asking? Or did you have to complain to get noticed? Did you need to squeak or get ill? Or did you ask from a place of empowerment, from grace? And is self-sufficiency a place of pride, or is it something you enjoy? Is it a position? Is it a condition? Is it a contract? Or is it relaxed? So your observation is just seeing where you are. And if you can't really see your childhood or see what's happening there, try and see how you ask or expect things. And then another observation is if you were to play the lottery, and before even winning it, are you already saying, I would give some of this to my son, to my daughter, to my friend who's struggling? I would help my parents. I would help the neighbor. Okay. So that would be deflecting true acceptance and bargaining. I will be good and therefore I can get. So I'm just showing you where you might be. We're all told that to be selfish is ungainly. But if you were a business person, it would be win the lottery, invest it, and with the investment, whatever it comes out of that, help everyone. It is, there's other formulas, of course, but would you disperse the energy before it even reached you out of guilt? No. It seems like we've all got the picture. Okay. Quantum consciousness. Can you see our program? Can you see why it was created? What it was there to protect, to defend? And I just heard very strongly, and it's saying God helps those who help themselves. And that is true because you always need to take the first step. So you meet God, the universe, and the God will take 2 or 3 steps towards you. And then you take another step and another 2 or 3 steps towards you. But it's as if God helps those who help themselves, mean I've got to do it by myself. And that is never the case. That's where the co-creation comes in. Okay, so we're going to start from the beginning. If there was nobody to ask, if your guardians were unavailable, either unavailable physically, emotionally, mentally, then you will probably have a problem, a difficulty asking for energy assistance. If that's you, or if you don't know, just open up and ask your quantum self to identify it, this program, this habit, this behavior. There we go. And really feel into your being what happens when you ask for guidance, for ease, for energetic intervention. You go through the motions of asking. Once you've remembered to ask, okay. Group field is starting to shift. Okay. And if you know how to do something, how willing are you to hear a different opinion, a different approach? There we go. So if I've done something quite a number of years and it kind of works, and something else needs to happen for it to be even better, but I can't hear it, or I can't land it, I can't receive it. The crew is saying it's like talking to deaf people who don't know sign language. You don't know how to allow it in. So what if you could? What if you knew it was always for your highest good? It's always kind. It's always for the betterment of everyone. Okay. So the analogy of the telephone, it's like you allow it to ring a couple of times, or at least 6, 7, 8 times. You don't dial and wait for one ring and then say nothing's happening. It can become that fast, but you have to practice. Okay, so open the portals of receiving energy, receiving guidance, receiving uh, help, inspiration. Okay, so we're going to clear the pathways from you to outward and from outward to inward. So first of all, the pathways, the portals from where you have blockages towards asking, either literally asking or metaphorically asking for anything from the outside or from your higher self, so the inside. Clear your pathways. There's a concept whenever you ask for some assistance, you are allowing the other person to do service. So if it's a person, if it's an energy, if there's anything in you that feels you are asking for too much, or you should be able to do it by yourself, or you're being a drag when asking for things, there we go. Oh, do you have a fantasy of never needing to ask, that people could read your mind and give you what you need? Right, the shift. There's a certain vulnerability here that needs to be present, because asking could also mean that the what you get is not exactly what you wanted, or you might even say hear a no, or you don't get the help that you wanted. So it's opening up to the possible frustration. But this is your manifestation. You remember the contract. Anytime we say see, it always happens like this, or again. There we are, perpetuating a inner belief. Is there a part of you that believes you have to be perfect? Perfect people can't ask for things, energies. Okay, and now the other side of the coin. Even if we manage to intend receiving, are we actually available for the reception? So, if you win the lottery, would you think of helping other people straight away? Even before you win it, you're already intending to do this. If someone gives you a compliment, do you brush it aside? If someone offers to help you carry something, move something, would you say, no, no, that's quite all right, thank you? Okay, open up the portals to receive. So the example of the sunrise, you don't need to see the sunrise to know that it will occur. So when you ask for assistance from the universe, from the energy field, you need to inwardly know that you don't need to see it happening, that it is so. So try and find, where would that feeling be? imagine something that does occur that uh, is not a conflict inside of you, that you know it's happening. All these things, you know, you get home, pull out the key, put it in the lock, and the door will most likely open. Try and find that feeling of confidence, of certainty. You don't think of it as confidence because it's daily habit. But if you wake up in the morning and stretch and get out of bed and stand up, you know you can do that. You can depend, most people can depend on their body to respond. So when you receive, is it that same feeling? I asked for assistance and I inwardly know that everyone is doing their best to see if they could help me. The universe is doing their best to assist me. Am I receptive or am I oblivious or rejecting? So there is a quantum delay. It can be instantaneously or it could take a while. But once it precipitates in emotion, it will be perfect. Okay. There we go. So without intentionally doing it, where do we resist, put up barriers or difficulties in receiving, especially from the fields, from God, from the assistance that is all around us? When you're the one giving, when you're the one doing, when you're the one being in action, it's a control stance, it's a power stance. In the 3D, it looks very good, but it's tiring. It is 3D. It takes a long time to create change. It is slow. It is systematic. But what if you could invite the quantum, even the quantum in a person? I need Jane or John to help me. Maybe not from their 3D consciousness, but from their quantum being. There we go. That was a nice roundabout way. And so another analogy is the rain doesn't choose where to fall and where not to fall. If 10 people are standing in the rain, they all get wet. No one's better or worse than you. Same for the sunshine, same for everything. Do you place yourself below, less than? There you go. Allow these changes to occur in your consciousness. Take a deep breath in and come on back.